mode. I think Alex Bregman, like I said yesterday, it doesn't even matter about the 2017 Astros thing. I mean, he's a guy that you'd be signing at age 31. I think this team needs to get younger and not older if you want to sustain the run with Shohei Ohtani. So, yeah, my biggest concern for Murakami is would he hit high velocity at this level? The pro, though, is like I said, he's 25 years old. He's still young enough that he can adjust and get better as a hitter. And also, too, he's a 30 home run guy in the NPB with dead balls there. So that's pretty solid power, man. And then, you look at it from those early years, some of those numbers were pretty wild. He was putting up big numbers there where you're slugging 7-11 and just going absolutely berserk. In 2022, he slugged 7-11 at 128 strikeouts. So very boomer bust, but he's very intriguing. I think the number one thing for me is this. Let's be honest. I'll look you in the eye here. If Shohei wants him, Shohei gets him. If Show GM wants Murakami on the Dodgers, then he makes it clear with Murakami and Friedman, and Shohei gets what Shohei wants. So, hey, I don't know what's inside the mind of Show GM, but that would be my answer to that. So, and two, does Yamamoto and Murakami and Sasaki, do those guys recruit him, and how important is that to him? So that's another factor, because if he wants to be a Dodger, he'll be a Dodger, right? Let's just point that out. And if the Dodgers want him, then they have a spot open for him. So that's the other thing, too, is that there is a natural spot open for him, right? It's not like it's a superstar Japanese catcher or a Japanese first baseman. Yes, he should be playing first, but Freddie's there, right? The position that he could play is potentially open. Is that the best position for him? A lot of people that I've talked to said he really should be a DH, but he's still young enough that I do think he's still incredibly intriguing. But all right, guys, going to get to you in a second here. It's going to be a quick show. But I will get to the seventh inning stretch, answer all your thoughts, comments, and questions. Then I'll go on my middle-aged jog, like you guys made fun of my quarter zip. You know what? Actually, funny. Someone in the chat sent me this. I feel so bad because I forgot his name, but they sent this to the Dodgers Nation studio. It's kind of a extra medium here on the tighter side, but yeah, it's definitely pretty comfortable too, though. But all right, guys, got a new segment. I'm calling it The Big Show. We're going to dedicate one segment every single week to the great Shohei Ohtani, who is the starting pitcher and batting leadoff tonight for the Dodgers.
The Big Show.
All right, so this week on The Big Show, we are going to look at something that's not getting talked about enough for Shohei Ohtani this year. Now, Shohei Ohtani has quietly really heated up. In August, he's hitting .381, a .506 on base, is slugging .746. He's hit 6 home runs. He has 10 extra base hits in 17 games this month, and he's continuing to hit bombs. Last season, he set the Dodgers franchise record with 54 home runs. This year, with 36 games left on the Dodgers schedule, he's on pace to break that with 57 home runs. Now, my preseason bold prediction was that Shohei would hit 60 bombs, so I need him to pick up the pace so I don't take another L like I did with the Conforto take. But still, this is a guy that is putting together legendary seasons and arguably the best offensive seasons in this franchise's history while he's pitching like an ace. Like, how do we even process this? Think about this. There have been just 5 seasons in this franchise's history where you've had these big home run seasons, right? These big home run seasons where you got 40-plus bombs. He's the only dude to do it twice. You got Shohei Ohtani last year with 54. Sean Green did it in 2001 with 49. Adrian Beltre had 48 dingers in 04. Belly had 47 belly bombs in 2019. And then Ohtani has 44 this year. So he already has 2 of the 5 Dodgers 40 home run seasons. And he also already has 301 total bases. That makes him just the 14th player in Dodgers franchise history to have 300 total base seasons in back-to-back years. But the record that sticks out is how many runs he's scored. He has scored tons and tons of runs. He is at 120 runs this season. That's how many times Shohei Ohtani's crossed home plate. 120 times in the Dodgers' first 126 games. He's the first player in Major League Baseball history to score 120 runs in the team's first 126 games since Ted Williams, the splendid splinter, did it back in 1949. So at 120 runs, he's on pace for 154 runs scored this season. The Dodgers' franchise record for runs scored in a year is 148. That was set by Hub Collins back in 1890. The modern era, Babe Herman has that record with 143 back in 1930. And since 1947, only Ted Williams and Jeff Bagwell have scored more than 150 runs. Williams did in 1949, and Jeff Bagwell, with one of those iconic / weirdest stances ever, did it in 2000. So he could do something special on that end too, is scoring runs at that rate. And he's got 36 games left to go. I want 150 runs. I want 60 home runs. And I want some more records broken by the greatest, most complete player. Remember, he's not the greatest player ever, which he could be. I still think pound for pound, you can make the case that he is. But what he already is the greatest player ever imaginable. No one could ever imagine that you could have a guy pitch like this and hit like this. So, Ohtani, go Tani, unbelievable stuff. All right, guys, let's get to you coming up next on the 7th inning stretch.
The 7th inning stretch.
All right, we got the 7th inning stretch rolling. Picks, Graficos, DMAC, the new Dodgers in 2026, Murakami, Takahashi, Yamashita, and Hiroto Saki. Okay, man, you're going crazy with it. 275 vet. Max will play on this team till his wheels fall off. He certainly would like to. I mean, he bleeds Dodger blue. I mean, he's already right up there for the all-time home run record. I mean, I talked about this a couple of months ago. Hey, I mean, who knows? If you stay with the team for 3-4 more years and you stay healthy, you could get up there with Eric Karros and try to fight for the all-time record for the Dodgers home run record, which is 270, set by Eric Karros. So who knows? Maybe we could do that. But here we go. It's got some more Tommy G's. We need to buy DMAC an exercise bike, a little Peloton action. Dax player, even repeating the same. We got, yeah, I know, right? So yeah, do you guys want to ban the Evan guy? I mean, I will. I'll get to it. I'll ban him for sure. We'll do a little block party. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. We got some bots in here. Good times. We'll definitely block him. El Manchingo, DMAC block party, please. Evan's mommy isn't home, and he's wild in his mommy's basement. It's frustrating that the defensive realignments in the outfield are stuck given injuries. Very encouraged by Call's game yesterday from Drew Durr. Yeah, I'm looking to give out a comment to the show, too. Carl G, so I guess no matter what happens, Roberts will keep starting Conforto. I think that when you see Conforto in the lineup, if you don't want Conforto on this team, you actually want to see him in the lineup right now because they are doing hardcore evaluation on him as we speak, every at-bat, every game, and the more he fails, the higher the likelihood that he won't be on this team in the postseason run, and he won't be on that roster. So if he does succeed, then hey, then it's great, right? Don't block him. He loves you, DMAC. I kind of want to keep him here so I just cook him, but I just want to focus on you guys. But I will, though. I promise, guys. I'll ban this dude. Tormenta from Wadib. We got Boomer Bust. We got Nathan. Do you agree Kike Hernandez gives us a big boost? 100%. I mean, you just look at his postseason numbers and what he does, too, from the morale standpoint. I mean, he's a guy that just brings a lot to the table. Muad'Dib 69, DMAC needs to start doing Japanese Duolingo. What's up, Robert? DMAC, we've got Smo, we got Ayo, what's up? We got Malachi. That'd be dope for the Mariners in Japan and Ichiro and for Murakami himself. I could see him on the Mariners for sure. I definitely could. They're a very, very viable destination. We've got Senior Jefe, D-Mac. It's a pleasure to see Ohtani in Dodger blue. We need to stop and smell the Dodger dogs and appreciate we have a unicorn. Yeah, it's a good comment show. Absolutely. I mean, it's starting to get normal, and even when it kind of does, it just every single time it's Ohtani start day, it's wild. I mean, it's just so insane to comprehend what this guy's able to do on a baseball diamond. I mean, we've seen it on the Angels, but now we're starting to see it regularly on the Dodgers. It's like, hey, man, like we've got it good here in Dodgerland. Do you think All-Star Mookie could be back from yesterday, 69? That's a really good question. I mean, if you're looking at, I'm going to do my top 10 list of like Dodgers questions for the last 30 games or so. One of the big questions is, can you get all-star hitter Mookie back? And if you can, that certainly raises this team's ceiling, and I think it elevates their floor too, because the tricky thing about Mookie Betts is they're not going to move him down the lineup. So if another hitter feels, okay, like he's struggling, let's move him down the lineup, put another guy in there that could do that. No, they have so much respect for Mookie. They know what he's done in the past, that if he struggles, they're not going to move him to 6th or 7th, right? He's going to stay at the top of that lineup. That's why it's important for him to produce like an all-star hitter, because he's not going anywhere. So it's a fantastic question. I wish I knew the answer. What I do know is that from a mindset standpoint, I think he's at the best spot that he's been in all season, because he's accepted that his season numbers aren't going to be good by his standards, and it's just about taking it at bat by at bat and game by game. I think he's just in a really, really good spot. El Machingo, that's just out of pocket. Give La Puente a shout out. Pablo, that's where my dad's from. Pablo Ramos 420. My dad is from La Puente. My grandparents lived there back in the day, so always a shout out to La Puente. Yeah, La Puente in the house. All right, guys, so running out of time.